Welcome to Grease Garage, where we've got the Patrol back in the shed for some more upgrades. Now, mate, who are you meant to be? So you're a horse, nitrous, power, horsepower, man. Alright, so we've got horsepower man, and what are we doing to the patrol today? No, we're not putting nitrous in the Nissan Patrol. No, mate, no. How about we put this GoFastBit's D-Boost V2 valve in and make it spool a bit harder? How's that sound? Will you be happy with that? Let's get to it. Okay, so before we start chopping things up and moving things around, let's talk about what this valve actually does. So pretty much, it's an all-in-one boost controller for your Variable Van Turbo for your diesel, which controls how it spools, so the boost curve, and how much boost pressure you get. These are electronically driven, and sometimes the curve's not right and they're a bit intermediate. So this makes it much more reliable and gets you the boost pressures that you want. So pretty much we're going to mount it first and then start moving all the lines around, and then we're going to chuck it on the dyno later on and tune it in. So let's get to it. Okay, so we're going to start putting the valve right here. We're going to keep it out of that. We're not putting nitrous on it, mate. No, dude, you will blow this out. Go away. Anyway, like I was saying, we need to put this valve somewhere. So where I'm going to put it is to the side of the engine bay. It's going to be really easy for the owner to get to, and it's not going to be hot. That's the main thing. You're touching these things, and if you want to adjust it, you don't want them standing hot. So how we're going to do that is I'm going to put a washer behind it to keep it off the firewall so it doesn't wreck the paint. Ooh, maybe two washers. And then I have got this Allen head. It's going to fit in nicely like that, and we're going to screw it right in there, and then we're going to run our lines to it. Mate, what are you doing? No, dude, you cannot. No, we're not putting nitrous in the intercooler. Thankfully, the line that he's pulling off is the boost line, which needs to come off anyway. So thank you, Horsepower Man, for actually doing something constructive. The first line that we're doing is the boost line, and pretty much what we've done is we've just removed the boost sensor, and we've got this little adapter off eBay. Makes it so simple. Chuck it on there, bolt that on top, run the line. So instead of talking about it, let's start doing it. The eBay kit comes with 2 hex bolts, 2 lock washers, the adapter, a nipple, and 1 O-ring. It's a good idea to note that the face of the adapter with the O-ring groove is the bottom. To tighten the hex head bolts down, I'm using a 1/2-inch drive, which is complete overkill. As you can see, I'm holding the head of the wrench so I don't overturn and strip the aluminium threads. So what I'm going to do here, just to make it look nice, I'm just going to follow the factory wiring harness and follow that all the way to a valve. Make it look a bit nicer. Alright, so I'm pretty much finished it there, and I'm just going to stick it into boost. Okay guys, so right in front of me here we got the boost controller from factory, and it has 3 of the lines that we need. It has the inlet line, which is right here, so that's line comes from the intake. We got this line, which is the variable vane diaphragm line, and we got this line, which is the vacuum line, which has been modded at some stage very badly, which we will be fixing up. And pretty much all those lines have to go to the new boost controller. So as you see, the Variable Van Turbo already has a filter on its line, and I'm going to keep that there. If they do stuff from factory, this is usually for a good reason, so we're just going to chop that out. Beautiful. And we're going to run around, and we're just going to run a line to it. Now, we're going to be replacing this line of the vacuum anyway. So we've got vacuum, we've got boost, we've got intake, and we've got turbo. Nice. And there we go. Alright, so next one we are doing is vacuum. I'm going to start from this side. Nice. Alright, and the last one we got to do is that intake. No! God damn it! No nitrous, dude! Oh, this guy. Fine, look. Are you happy? Is that where you want it? You want that there? Alright, we'll leave it there then. Yeah. Stuff I have to put up with. Anyway, okay, so now we're going to do the intake. Okie dokie. We're going to feed that around down there. It's going to come across here. And probably down there. So sweet. Alright, now that we've got to the we're almost about to start the car up, mate. No, we're almost about to start it up. Is there even nitrous in that bottle? No. No. See? So what's the go of it? Yeah. Go away. We'll do it in a second. Anyway, as I was saying, if you read the instructions, they say have the rise rate all the way up, which we do, and we have the boost controller, or boost side, all the way down. So it's time to start this big rig up and make sure it runs and go from there. So horsepower man, start the car up. Okay, so we've just got back from doing a drive, tested it out, but before we did that, you have to do this step first, and that is you turn the engine on, you make sure your rise rate on the valve here is set to maximum, and you turn it until you see the actuator just start to crack. Okay, then you stop and you turn it back a quarter of a turn, and that's the best place to start. You go for a drive and you adjust till you're happy, which we've done, and then you can work on your boost. So standard, this was running at about 11 psi, and after some adjustment we got it to about 19 psi, and then we cracked it back down to 17. Horsepower man was very unhappy at 17 psi, but I did try to explain to him that you got to put these things on dyno, make sure the air-fuel ratios are good before you go crazy, and that's what we'll be doing next. But that's it for now. If you like what you're watching, thumbs up. If you don't, that's cool, thumbs down. Share to all your mates and subscribe so I can keep making these videos